Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Check this out, 12th anniversary gift. It's Plarium's 12th anniversary. I'll take the Void Shards Legendary Book. Level 5 chicken in silver. Dude, not bad, right? Not bad. I actually was just starting to record this video, and this popped up at the same time as my recording. So I'll go ahead and claim that. Thank you very much. Make sure you guys go ahead and do the same. This is all free. Thank you. That's pretty cool. All right, so today we have a lot to talk about. Honestly, this is going to be probably a longer video. What I'm going to do is break down the timestamps in the timeline below for you guys. So if you don't, I'll put it on the screen too. If you don't care about kind of my backstory, I'm going to kind of get on my soapbox, get on my pedestal, and share a little bit of my background, a little bit of kind of what informs how I don't know, I guess conduct the content here on my channel in my own opinions. If you don't care about that stuff, I don't blame you. It's probably pretty boring. You can fast forward to how I feel about like the exact drama that is going on in the community. But I figured, how can I make a video about this stuff without giving you a little bit of context about who I am and why I feel the way that I feel? Because we're all different at the end of the day. I think one of the first things you realize as a content creator is not everybody's going to like you in this game. Here, let me throw on like a clan boss battle, a 40-minute clan boss battle for you guys in the background. I'm actually using Jintoro in clan boss. Really a big fan of him. So let me set this up and yeah, let me get a little bit into it here. I have no script in today's video, so God knows. Probably going to say a million things that I could have worded better. Probably should have thought this out a little bit before talking about it. We're going to talk about all the drama in the community, about like the cheating kind of scandal, about the content creator bans of BGE and StewGaming, anything else that I can think of. I want to go ahead and discuss with you guys as we turn on the clan boss battle. I don't know if the clan boss battle is the perfect backdrop, actually, especially for the first part. All right, guys, so we'll go back to the game once we start talking about like the hacks and the cheat engine and whatnot as well. But first, like a private moment with you guys, or more, I guess, a personal moment. It's not really private. If it's on YouTube, visit Ash. So a little bit of a backstory here. I don't say this to gain any sort of empathy from you guys. I'm not looking for like I'm sorry's or anything like that in the comments, but just want to inform you how I approach content, how I approach the world, right? So I started making YouTube content in 2014 after my mom passed away. I was very depressed. I really struggled with it. It was a sudden, she died suddenly, right? She was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, non-smoker, healthy woman, and then she died a few months later suddenly. And I struggled with it, right? I got really, really depressed. I got really, I ended my engagement to my fiance, and it was a tough time. I started making content on YouTube after that, and it was kind of an outlet for me, kind of an escape. And then another couple years later, my younger brother with autism, who I was kind of like a brother and also kind of a caretaker to, my whole life, I was 4 years older than him. He passed away suddenly after a grand mal seizure, and it was obviously debilitating for me, right? It really, really struggled. And again, I don't tell you guys that I'm not trying to give you a big sob story. What does that have to do with Raid Shadow Legends? I get it. At that moment, though, I made a decision in life, right? I am going to genuinely wish the best for everybody like that I encounter in life. I'm going to try to get along with people that disagree with me, because I feel like people don't do that enough in life anymore, right? It's so tribalistic. Everybody's arguing online in this valueless exchange of beliefs, right? Like nobody makes an impact. Nobody does anything. And again, I'm getting to raid. Don't worry, guys. But I made a decision that I'm quitting social media. I used to be someone who kind of took the mentality in life that I'm going to stand up for what I believe because I believe strongly in it. I believe strongly that it's the right opinion or whatever, right? And then I quickly realized, I looked at like people like, and you know, no disrespect for my dad or anything, but like I looked at people my dad's age on social media, and man, it consumes them, right? And the truth of the matter is, I realized at that point in my life when I quit social media after my brother passed away that I'm no longer going to get, like, if you look hard enough on the internet or anywhere, the news, the media, everything runs off your fear and your ire, your anger, right? That's what works. That's what sells on content creators on YouTube, myself included, or anywhere else in the world. Every news media outlet, everything gets way more clicks, gets way more views if it's getting you angry, upset, wrapping you and roping you into the drama, right? And I just decided I'm not going to do it. Certainly not about a video game, because the truth is, guys, if you look hard enough, heck, you don't even have to look hard anymore. If you look online or anywhere, you're going to find plenty of stuff to justifiably be angry about. Me personally, and this is not, I'm not telling you guys how to live your life, but me personally, when I stop doing that, I'm an emotional person. Right? When I see like hate comments, like a lot of comments the last few days, which is why I'm making this video, I wanted to stay kind of out of this because I just don't want, for all the reasons I'm talking about. Not because I'm scared. Like, I don't care, dude. Plarium can kick me out of the creator club. I'm fine with it. I'm totally cool with it. I do this as a hobby. It's not my full-time job. This is not my full-time job. It's a hobby. I don't care. I don't care. You know? With all that being said, though, it's like, dude, you can always find something to be angry about. You can always. There's atrocities at a mass scale everywhere in this world. And then there's atrocities at a minor scale, like playing a video game and a developer not acting about hackers and stuff like that, you know? Does it mean that you can't draw attention to it? Absolutely not. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say when I see content creators going head to head, a lot of people saying, you know, just hurling insults at each other. I'm not saying necessarily content creators, but their audiences. I'm seeing in the comments, you know, BGE, StewGaming, Murder Inc., Scratch, like all those guys, I really have a lot of respect and I want all of those content creators to succeed. I wish nothing but the best for all of them. So I was hesitant at first of all, dude, you guys know me regarding all this like hacking and stuff. Like I'm not as hardcore as some people playing this game. I've always been upfront about that, right? I have used auto clicker in the past. It's been a long time since I've used it. I checked first to make sure that Plarium said that was okay, and they did, you know, to content creators. They're picking and choosing, which I think is awful. Like some things are okay, some things aren't. I don't agree with it, but that's all I did. And then I stopped using it because I don't have infinite energy, you know, like, I don't know. I just, whatever. I just use my 100 attacks at night, you know, that's how I kind of approach the game, you know. I never used an artifact quick level upgrader or whatever. I've never used any of these tools, which I think a lot of them are great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like knock people who do use them. I'm just saying I've never used any of this stuff personally, you know? And I was outside of this. I didn't even know about these hack things. Like I didn't know about it, you know? So I didn't know about it and I didn't see the videos until a day or two later, right? I saw the drama in the creator chat that we have in our, you know, with Plarium. I kind of weighed in on that. And then I didn't see, and I'll tell you what I said in a moment here as well, but I didn't see anything. Now that we're transitioning away from personal life, I'll go back to the game here, but I guess I just wanted to kind of inform you of where I'm coming from, right? Like my priorities in life are, you know, my son trying to make, like as cheesy as it sounds, I know it's corny, I know it's cheesy, whatever, but trying to make a positive impact on the world, you know? And, you know, running my business, taking care of my employees, taking care of my family, my friends, and then like way down is Raid Shadow Legends. You know, I care about you guys, but I don't necessarily, the game is awesome and I want it to be better, but it's just not top of my priority list. And that's probably why I wasn't like in the weeds knowing about all these tools and stuff, you know, all these slow down the game, because I think these tools are really important, right? I think it shines a light on a big issue in the game that it's too long. But anyway, like my own for my own mental health, I've decided to stop like feeling the need to always weigh in on every drama. Because I don't want, like, you can call me a fence rider and that's totally cool. I'm just trying to be blunt and real with you guys. Like, I hope you realize that even if you disagree with me and somebody's always gonna hate you. Someone's always gonna dislike you. But even if you do, I hope you realize that I'm just being real. I'm just trying to be honest with you about like how I see the world and how I see this situation and how it informs my opinions and how I deal with these situations, you know? You might disagree and I totally respect that. But at the end of the day, all I can share is how I feel. Let me bring the game back up. We'll start talking a little bit about the, you know, I figured we would rewind a little bit, tell you about everything that went down, and then give my opinion on it. All right, so back to Clan Boss, right? So here's what happened for those of you who aren't aware. So for those of you who weren't aware till a day or two later like I was, here's what happened, right? So there's this program out there that it speeds up the game for people, right? It can really speed up the game. It's a hack or a cheat or whatever, a third-party program, right? Kind of like an auto clicker is the third-party program as well. Some people argue this gives you a huge advantage as opposed to like an auto clicker. Some people say it's picking and choosing, it's all the same. Again, to me, I kind of fall a little bit in between. I think that some are worse than others, but at the end of the day, it's all third-party manipulation of the game, and Plarium specifically should not pick and choose, right? Auto clickers are either allowed or they're not allowed. But everything should be either allowed or not allowed, right? That's how I feel. So that's how I feel about the hack itself. We had two content creators, BGE at first, and then StewGaming came out and they made videos on this tool, right? They showed it on their videos. They used it on their videos as well. So the reason I didn't make, well, besides not knowing about it, right? The reason a couple days later I didn't make a video showing the tool and stuff is A, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to figure out how to use the damn thing. B, even if I did, it's at the end of the day, my fear is, and I'm not judging Stew or BGE because I do want to praise them in a second. But the reason I didn't do it right after the fact is because my fear is if that I show a hacking thing and I show like how to download it or whatever, I feel like, especially after it's already out there, 2 content creators have already covered it, right? I fear that more people might use it, right? Like, because I didn't know about it. I didn't hear any of my clanmates talking about it ever, and we're in a top 200 clan, you know? And I'm not saying that it wasn't rampant. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I don't know, you know? But I just thought to myself, do I want to share this at the risk of people using it? And, you know, then they'd be mad at me if they get banned, which I think they ought to be if they use it. I just thought it might be opening up a too big of a can of worms for me to cover it, right? However, I got a lot of comments calling me a coward, calling me every name in the book for not sticking up to Plarium for this issue and stuff. I see where BGE and Stu are coming from. I talked about why I didn't cover the hack, right? Or I didn't show the hack. And BGE and Stu were later banned, or not banned, suspended for a month from the content creator program, so they can't see like the update information, and I don't think they get their content perks or whatever for 4 weeks. So a lot of people, you know, again, in the last few days, you can look at my comments and look at my, you know, dislikes and stuff. Again, now after 7 years of doing this, I'm thicker skinned than I was in the beginning, but, you know, it's still concerning to see people saying that, like, how dare you, you know, whatever, like getting really upset about me not taking a stand here. But I guess at the end of the day, I feel like Stu and BGE were doing what they thought were the right thing, right? Which was raising awareness about a hack system, a cheat system that Plarium was not addressing. Allegedly, this has been around for years, and they still haven't, you know, proactively started to ban people. Now, after those videos, I do see a bunch of content going out there about players getting banned. So I think at the end of the day, they kind of fell on the sword, BGE and Stu. They got banned for a month, which honestly was kind of expected, right? Because it broke the content creator terms of service and the game terms of service by showing the game. But at the end of the day, I think that, you know, props to them for raising awareness of this at the risk of spreading it, right? And that's the risk. That's the give and the take. So, like, you can tell I'm kind of riding the fence here because, like, that's why I didn't make a video on this initially. Because at the end of the day, I think that everybody was doing the best they can, right? Stu and BGE were frustrated. They found people cheating. Apparently, they brought it to Plarium's attention, and no action was being taken that they saw. So they made a video shining light on this. They knew about it. They covered it. Props to them. And now it seems like Plarium is taking action, which again, props to them, right? Some people are upset about it. I saw a video by Murder Inc., who again, I have nothing but love for, right? Like, I want, the thing I love about the raid community is that I love the content creators. I love, like, there's no one I dislike in this community personally, you know? No one I have a personal beef with in this community. And you guys have seen, I've had like so many people come on the channel, you know, I just try to, at the end of the day, I try to like really enjoy the game. And part of the way that I do that is community. By the way, Gentoro, 30 million damage. Not too bad, Gentoro. All right, so at the end of the day, guys, don't cheat, right? So A, don't cheat or you could be banned, right? At the end of the day, cheating is wrong, okay? I don't think I need to tell you guys that, but cheating is wrong, don't do it. At the same time, there was a reason why this cheat tool specifically was so attractive to players out there, right? Because it's a huge issue in the game that Plarium does not seem like they have any immediate plan on addressing. And that is, again, with all these quality of life changes, they're all great, but there needs to be a way to speed up the game. People wouldn't be using these cheat tools. They wouldn't be so sought after if the game was well balanced in terms of the amount of time. I've said it before many times on this channel, and I can see why the frustration of Stu and BGE led them to make videos on this tool, right? Because listen, Plarium, you're not making this game any faster to run, right? So in this game is still like a full-time job to your audience, to your player base, and it's grinding us out. It's burning us out. So we're going to raise awareness of this until you fix these issues, not just the hacks and the cheats, but also making this game so, you know, I've been saying this for a while. Everything that takes keys in this game, this is just the first step. Everything that takes keys, Faction Wars and Clan Boss, and the Doom Tower bosses, right? All this stuff that takes keys, we go ahead and we auto, just like, forget 4x speed, anything with keys, not energy, just keys. We can just auto complete in 1 second. Like tap it, kind of like Marvel Strike Force. Any other game out there, a lot of these champion collectors have, once you accomplish an area, you know, 3-star or whatever, you can just click. You still use the resources. You still use your keys, but it's done instantly. And that will save a lot of time because Clan Boss can be up to an hour a day or more for some players. In farming these Doom Tower bosses, you know, there's no one out there who's sitting there 10 times a day and saying, wow, the art is amazing every time. It's amazing. No, you're putting your device or whatever away, right? It's just taking time, right? It's just, I'm sure I'm not the only one who look at their screen time at the end of the week and you're like, what? I spent 28 hours on Raid Shadow Legends? It's because you're not really spending 28 hours on Raid Shadow Legends. You're spending like a couple hours on Raid Shadow Legends, and the rest of the time you have your phone or whatever, or your PC just running it while you're not watching it. So, you know, why not just add simple things like this? So I totally understand where everybody's coming here. On the other end of the equation, excuse me, I think that like Murder Inc. and the people who took issue with this being out there, they were fearful that more players would take advantage of it. So again here, I think that everybody's coming at this wanting the best for the game and the player base. And listen, I know no matter what I say in this video, I know people are gonna freaking hate me and disagree with my take. But like at the end of the day, I'm gonna end this video with a point that we started this video on. Just like if you're allowing Raid Shadow Legends, no matter who you are, if you're allowing Raid Shadow Legends to take up your mental space to where it's like making you upset, and like that sounds crazy to some of you guys. Some of you guys, when I said that like a week or two ago, you were like, dude, Ash, who does that? Just look at the comments, look at Reddit. Some people are like, Raid Shadow Legends ruined my life. And I don't know, they're probably being hyperbolic. But at the end of the day, dude, if you're raging that bad from this game, don't play the game. Do yourselves a favor. And also to the people in my comments, take shots at me all you want. It's okay. Like, I'm a big boy. I can handle it. But try to be respectful to one another because it's so fucking easy to be nasty, anonymously mean to people on the internet. It takes a real person to actually engage in productive dialogue, right? That's the hard thing to do. So be the bigger person. If someone takes a shot at you, instead of going back and forth, and I'm not saying this because I care about my comment section to be like perfect, pristine place to be. I'm just saying the internet is negative enough for your own mental health. Just sometimes take a breath and be like, okay, is this worth getting myself all aggravated? So that way when I put my device down or put my phone, my computer down, that way I'm snappy with my wife or my husband because I'm already all riled up. That way I'm short-tempered with my child or whatever. No, I don't think it is, you know? So much love, guys. Much love to all the content creators out there on both sides of this whole like drama or whatever. Let me know how you feel about the entire thing. Like, I think that I pretty much articulated all my opinions at this point that I have, wishing nothing but the best for everybody who covers this game, from content creators to obviously all the players. Let's hope that Plarium not just fixes the hacks and stuff like that, you know, bans those accounts, but more importantly, they address the time issue inside the game so that these tools are unnecessary. So guys, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.